Hello, welcome to MyHospitalERP.com. It's a new innovation, a new innovative software. We had a number of projects that some we've started 6 months ago, some we started a year ago, but due to the pandemic, COVID-19 pandemic, which we've been locked down for like 6 months now, we've used that opportunity to, make sure that we deliver all our projects. Today, I've been talking to you Smart Drive ERP, but today I'm going to present to you a new innovative software that we've just landed in the market. And this is called My Hospital ERP. You can type www.myhospitalerp.com. You will get to the site very quickly. Okay, so this is all-in-one hospital and laboratory administration system. Let's see what it actually does. Okay. Okay, like I said, we're going to go through an online training on the all-in-one hospital and laboratory management administration system. This is called My Hospital ERP. My name is Ivan Zuko, your presenter. Let's then look at what My Hospital ERP is all about. This is a new innovative software that we have brought to bear. With this software, a patient can now maintain one medical record online. What has happened, especially in Nigeria, is that if you visit 5 hospitals, you register in 5 different hospitals, or maybe you live in Lagos, you go to Abuja, and you are sick, you go to a hospital, you'll be required to register. And when you register, they will treat you based on the complaints that you have. And sometimes the medical history, those who are actually attending to you, do not have a full grasp of your medical history. Okay. And then also in Nigeria, more particularly in Nigeria here, we also notice that hospitals don't exchange information. We have a number of private hospitals, even hospital or government hospital does not exchange information except on request. So you have a medical record, and then you have a doctor that treated that will administer you. He is totally not aware of your medical history except you tell him. Okay. So with the online system now, you will be able to migrate your medical record online. So wherever you go and wherever you deserve treatment, the doctor, you will give access to your doctor. He will log into the system, and then he will be able to see your medical history. He will see the treatments that you've had before. He will see the things that you have suffered before and the kind of treatment that you are given. And more importantly, you will be able to have second opinion on some treatment that you have been given in the past. So with my hospital ERP, it's going to be easy to upload a patient medical record and history. A patient can now travel with his medical record and can be treated anywhere in the world. For those who go for medical tourism, maybe you want to get a treatment in India. The doctors in India, once you give them access to your medical record, online, they will be able to see the treatment that was given to you and how and what treatment are they going to follow up with the ones that have already been given to you. It's always important medically to do this. Okay, this system will create room for a second opinion on medical issues. Okay, easy access to book and see a specialist and only visit on appointment. So it's going to be easy for you to once you get access to this online medical system. We are getting so many doctors in Nigeria, so many specialists outside Nigeria to register into the system. You can actually book an appointment and then have a one-on-one conversation online with a specialist and seek their opinion. It would only be necessary for you to visit when you then have an appointment. Okay, so that's how easy and that's how innovative we are trying to make medical look like in Nigeria. Again, the hospital for hospital who actually want access into this system, this is a cheap software. We've made it easy for hospitals in Nigeria to be able to buy this software install and administer their own patients. Okay, so with with a license fee of $100 per month, $1,200 per year, a hospital will be able to install this. Now, for hospitals in Nigeria, they'll be required to pay 30,000 naira per month and 360,000 naira a year, and then they will have a full premium package of My Hospital ERP. Okay, and then for patients, you will actually need access to this system so that you can view how your medical record and how you've been treated. Okay, um, a patient can subscribe with $10 and $120 per month, and if you are living in Nigeria, which means that you spend naira, you will be required to pay 5,000 naira per month and 60,000 naira for a whole year. Then you will be able to see your medical record. Okay. Okay, so these are what is new. Why is My Hospital ERP different from other medical software that you have seen? Patients can have access to their full medical history and records online. Patients, it also has a module for patients management, disease management. In fact, we have uploaded over close to 1,000 disease on the system already. So when a doctor treats you, you need to actually go and tell and specify what is it actually treating you for. So it's not, with the system, it's not going to be business as usual, because when a doctor administer you, other doctor in the same field can actually review what they did, whether they actually know what they were doing or not. That's one of the things that will come out of people that are subscribed to this system. Individual and family registration. Yeah, so you can actually register yourself and register your family in this system. Okay, you can register all your family here. Now, corporate organization that runs medical can also do this, and the medical bill will go to the companies to pay. Patient billing and invoicing system is quite easy here, and we have different payment methods. Now, the system also has physician management module. In that case, I've said many specialists. We've uploaded loaded a lot of specialty specialist physician into the system. So if you want to see a gynecologist, you'll be able to see list of a gynecologist. And what we're trying to do is that we're going to move state by state in Nigeria. So if you live in Uyo and you want to see a gynecologist in Uyo, once you have access to the system, you go and see all the gynecologists that is registered there, and then you can actually you will see his qualification, you see where he's schooled, you see what he's done before, and then you may decide to talk to him. Okay, so you will have all that information. It's just $10 that you pay per month, or 5,000 naira if you're living in Nigeria. This system runs a full OPD, okay, and appointment management. It also handles inpatient management, that's the IPD, and hospital management. It handles full laboratory and diagnostic management system. It has a dashboard. Okay, each hospital want to see a dashboard, see how many people that had appointment in a day, and which doctor has an appointment. Is he the patient coming? Is he going to see a dentist? Is he going to see a gynecologist? Is going to see a cardiologist? So you'll be able to book appointment with this system. Again, this system, My Hospital ERP, also handle purchase and stock inventory for hospital that purchase drugs and other things, and do a lot of other stocks for the hospital. They'll be able to raise purchase order, um, send to vendors, and then they will also be able to receive into the system. Okay, so it's all comprehensive hospital and laboratory administration system. Okay, so you do a full hospital management with this system. Okay, so we're going to quickly log in now and then show you inside of how the systems looks like. So this is a logon page. I think we better log on so that this is a patient profile. I'd like to show you this in the system. Okay, so let's log on. Again, this presentation, I'm going to do it in 3 parts. Okay, I'm also going to get doctors to talk about the system. So we're going to bring you different uh, spices and different views from different doctors. We're already working this system in conjunction with some doctors in India. Okay, they're actually the people that we actually collaborate with, and we're also working with some doctors in Nigeria. In the very nearest future, we will get their input and we will get their video so that you can hear from them directly. So today I'll be looking at the hospital administration. In part 2, we shall be looking at laboratory and diagnostic medical system, how this system handles that. And part 3 will be how registered users can manage their medical record. Okay, so we're going to give you a full video to do that. If we put all these 3 parts in one video, it will be a very long video. I don't intend to do that. So we're going to take it in 3 parts. And then part 4 basically will be views from doctors, view from specialists, those who have used the system, and those who have contributed to the system. They'll be able to also tell you the perspective about this system. All those interviews and all those views will be expressed on our site. So please go to myhospitalerp.com. You will get all this information there, and the training also is posted there. Okay, so let's get into the system now. Okay, so I like to sign into the system. So this is how you sign in. Okay, I make the screen larger. So we've logged into the system right now. Okay. So this is our menu. You click here for a menu and say HMS. If you click HMS, it's going to give you a menu bar that you then can use that to talk you through all the different modules in the system. So the first thing you see is patient's information. Okay, so this is where we catalog all the patients in the system. Once you register as a patient, you will be able to, the system will capture your passport. Okay, so when the doctor can place his face, sorry, can place the face of the person is actually looking at. So this is a sample patient. These are all sample information that we've gotten about patient. These are all sample records. Okay, the names and the pictures here are not the true persons. Okay, all right. So let's see, if you want to add a new patient, you click here on create new patient. Okay, before we even talk about, like, let me take you through the different modules that this system actually have. So you have a patient's information here. You have physician. This way we register all the doctors in different special area here. And then this way you have your treatment. When you go to the hospital, then you have treatment. This is where all your treatment will be recorded. This is appointment. You can actually schedule an appointment here to see a doctor. These are prescription. So every physician that you see will give you a prescription. The prescription will be documented online. Okay, and then these are medicine. These are where we have catalog of all the medication that you'll be given. So everything is in the system here. What is not here is the laboratory and diagnosis system. That again, I'll show you that module when we get to part 2. Let's quickly then look at each of these. So if you're a patient, if you want to create a new patient, you click on create. So here you have, um, here you see that you can put the name of a patient here, and the system will generate identification code for this patient, the date of birth, and the system will calculate the age. Once you give the system the age of birth, the system will then tell how old the person is as of today. All right. Okay. Then you now have your primary care doctor. Now, when you register in the hospital will then assign a doctor to you. That doctor become your primary doctor. That's your doctor. Okay. And then you'll be able to do registration services. So for every once you register into a hospital, the first thing you do is actually to register for this service. Okay, and this is the registration that I said it will cost you. If an individual, it will cost you just $10 or 5,000 naira a month. Okay, so you register once. All right. So the system takes care of gender, marital status, whether you're married or not, occupation, your religion, your tribe, referring doctor. Sometimes your doctor here can treat you and might want another doctor to see you. He will come here and say he will refer you to another doctor. Okay. If he wants another doctor to see you. Okay. He might treat you of one disease and you complain on another thing that is not in his area of specialty. So he can refer you to another doctor. Okay, And then down here on the general information, you'll be able to capture the address, city, and the country. Okay. So here, this is what I tell you for the physician will be able to see all the doctors that are in different states, different country. Okay. You want to, if we have an Indian doctor here and which and the states they stay, you'll be able to capture that information on the physician here. And so you can actually, once you have access to this system, you can go and see a specialist. You can actually get a detail of a specialist and call the specialist to talk to. It doesn't really matter where the specialist is. You can have a gynecologist that is very good is in Abuja and you're in Lagos. You just get access to the system and call him and talk to him. Tell him your problem, especially when the doctor that is managing you are not getting improvement. You need to seek further advice. You need to seek second opinion from other people in the same field. Okay, so for you'll be able to capture your patient's information here. So again, doctors also who have access to your information will have your phone number here, your email here, and be able to contact you. Okay. If you are government licensed, if you're in the country or a state that license doctors, you need to put your government license ID here. All right. And then you will be able to also put your blood group here. With already the system has a number of blood group that is already stored in the system. So you don't need to think about it. So you just want to. These are all the possible blood group that is currently available. Okay, so it's already loaded. All right. So you need to put your ethnic group here. All right. Um, for certain ethnic group and for certain religious reason, and for certain like really religious, there are some churches that people don't take blood. So you need to specify here. Okay. So they need to know that your faith, you don't take drugs, you don't take blood infusion. So all that you need to specify here, so that when a doctor, gets into your medical file, he should see all the information about you. And this patient's information is actually for each patient to update. Once you have access to the system, you can provide all this information for yourself. You can see where the information does not agree. You can create it at a fly. Okay, so you can just create it here. Okay, now you can tie up a corporate organization. For instance, if you are registered for a particular company, you tick here, and then your company name, you type your company name here and your company ID. We expect that if you're working for a company, you should have a staff number. So you put your staff number here so that all the bills will go. If you are a company staff, the hospital should be able to bill your organization. Okay. Then let's look at let's go back to the patient's file. Yes, I want to discard this. I don't want to save this. Okay, so let's even look open a typical record here. This name has nothing to do. This name has nothing to do with this phase, please. I've done that disclaimer already. Okay, we just want to use this to demonstrate the system. So for patient Okon here, and incidentally is a white lady. Okay, her registration number is HMS 002. Okay, her date of birth is she was born 2000, and the system says she's, as we speak today, she's 20 years of age. Okay. Now, here you have a dashboard. Each patient has a dashboard. Once you have treatment, invoices is created here. So you can actually, open your invoices here. Now, this patient has one treatment. You can have 10, 20 treatment. You can open and see different treatment given to you by a different doctor for different complaints that you make. This person also has one appointment here. So on the dashboard here, ever since she registered into the system, she's had one appointment. She can have 10, 100, 1,000 appointment. Okay, so every appointment you have is here. Okay, and from this dashboard, patient can actually view information very easily. She will also have access to her prescription here, all the prescription that have been given to her. Let's even open one of this prescription. So this is a prescription that was done for her. Let's look at how the prescription looks like. Okay, so she on this day she met Dr. Daniel Chisholm. Okay, and then this was the medicine that was recommended to her, and she was asked to take one in the morning and one in the night. And the comment here was that take after food. You should take these antibiotics after food. Okay, so this was the prescription that was she given on this day. All right, so you have full information about prescription that was given. So every patient has access, has a personal dashboard that you just click the dashboard and then you see the information that is available on your dashboard. Okay, so we can also open treatment here, for example, to see how treatment. So you can see this is the first case of treatment that was given to her. The system keep the track. So you can see department here. On this day, she actually went to Department of Family Medicine. Okay, and she met Dr. Samuel Chuku, and what she complained was a common cold. Okay, and then the drug also that was given to her. So this was what the complaint is. All right. Now the system allowed you to track this as a draft, and then completed. Once it's completed, and the system you now can create an invoice for you. The hospital will come here and create an invoice for the treatment that was given to you. So each of the department for the hospital, each of the department has ability to create an invoice. Okay, so the people who did the prescription, here they actually created an invoice for her, and then during billing, the system will then put all these invoices together, depending on the different treatment and different department that patients has visited. Then that will then become her total bill for the medical visit that she made. Okay, so that's how easy this system is. All right. Um, so you now have, so you can, let's look at the physician. Okay, so here you'll be able to have the list of all the doctors. Okay, so you can open Dr. Samuel Chuku here, and you see that Dr. Samuel Chuku here is on this hospital on consultation basis, and can also do a follow up with some patients. Okay, and then our specialty is cardiologist, and he belongs to cardiologist department. So this information about this doctor, and then this doctor has MBBS from the University of Ibadan. So when you pick a doctor, you have a short profile of who the doctor, the information about the doctor. Okay. Now you can have more other personal information about the doctor here, where she lives, her website. If the doctor has a personal website, they can put it, or hospital website, she can put, but this one didn't put. Okay, so this one lives in Abokina Street, Lekki, Lagos. Okay, this Dr. Samuel Chuku. Okay, this is our phone number, this is our mobile number, this is our email. So once you register into this system, you will then have a full access to your doctor information. And then for doctor in different specialty, you can actually look their area of specialization, and you can call them up, okay? And you can talk to them. That's one of the big benefit of, belonging to this system. So you have Dr. Sandra Rachel here, is an allergist, okay? Is in the Department of Allergies and Immune System, okay? And she also has been registered into the system. She can do a follow-up service. Okay, she can actually also consult and see patient. She lives number 12 Fadayi Street. Okay, Faso Road in Ikeja, Lagos. This is our phone number. This is our Gmail. Okay. Again, remember these are all fake addresses that we have loaded into the system. Just so don't call that number. The number you've seen there, you will not be able to talk to Dr. Sandra Rachel. You need to get into the system, book into the system in order to have access. So here we have in this system. Once you come to physician, you'll be able to see a list of physicians here, and you can check them based on their area of specialization. Okay, so on the treatment here, I've already talked about treatment. So you can see the people that have received treatment in the hospital and what date they came. They were diagnosed of the diagnosed of the sickness that they had, and the cases filed that were opened on each of the appointment date. Let's even see how one appointment looks like. Okay, so you see. Okay, maybe we'll do appointment on the cash box. So this is a typical appointment that she has. She actually booked for. Okay, and this is where she's supposed to have prescribed medicine. Okay, from the appointment that she had. Okay, so let's look at appointment. Sorry, I was talking about treatment. Okay, let's look at appointment that we have different appointment we have. Okay, so for a hospital now, when you remove filter, you'll be able to see all the appointment that the hospital has. Okay, so for this day, for 7th, sorry, for 5th, this is 6, this is 6, this is 6, you can actually view different appointment for the hospital. So on this dashboard here, you can see different appointment that has been made. Okay, patient Okon here to see, the purpose is to see a gynecologist she was to see a gynecologist on feed. Okay. Now this is booked via email as well. Let's open one. Okay, so this is how appointment looks like. This is patient Okon. Her family physician, her doctor is Dr. Patience Okafor. But the purpose she is making this appointment, she wants to see a gynecologist, okay? And then that will be on consultation basis, okay? Now let's see. Now, when this appointment is made, the hospital can, or the doctor who booked this appointment can then send this by email. Let's see how the email version looks like. Let's quickly create an email. So once the doctor books this appointment, or the patient books the appointment to see the doctor will actually have to confirm, or the hospital will have to confirm the appointment. So the system here, my hospital ERA actually write a letter, which you can send. So this is going to patient Okun. You can add more other contacts here. Patient Okun, your appointment have been scheduled. Okay. You see, hello, patient Okun. Your appointment have been scheduled with the following detail. Subject to see a gynecologist. Your reference number is AP001. That's the appointment number. Your family physician is Dr. Patience Okafo. All right. All right. So this is your doctor, but on that day when you go to a hospital, there is an appointment for you to see a gynecologist. So patients will be able to receive this by email. Okay. So you can do an email. You can actually, for hospital, for if the patient didn't have um, if the patient did not have an email box, okay, what the hospital can do is to print. You click on print here. That same letter will be printed here and then will be emailed to the patient. Or you can do this and give to the patient to go home with on the next appointment date. So this could be the next appointment date. This could actually be booked as next appointment date. Remember, this hospital that we have defined on online is called Mfonabasi Online General Hospital. That's the name. Okay, it's Yaba, Lagos, Nigeria. Okay, to patient Sokon, appointment to see a gynecologist. So you could have a description. The description one I was given could have a few description here, and then the system here automatically writes a letter and use the company template, generate a template for the particular hospital. So this template for with the logo that we use here is from Pharmacy Online General Hospital. So each hospital that subscribe to this software will set this software so that it reflects the corporate entity, the corporate existence of your clinic. So everything here, like here reflects this Pharmacy clinic. Every other detail here will also reflect your clinic. You don't need to write later. You just generate later, print it out, stamp and sign, and give to your patient. Okay. That's how easy this system is. All right. Again, if they are cabin nurses and other people that are supposed to manage, so that could be the waiting time. The system also has a way you can put a waiting time. Maybe this appointment is for 10 o'clock. So you could ask her to, you can say, okay, you will wait for 30 minutes. So you can put a waiting time here, or maybe 10 minutes before you see the doctor. Okay. So all this can be specified in the docket. Okay. So that's the appointment. Now, I've also talked about prescription earlier on, and I've also shown you a sample of prescriptions that we have. If I remove that, we've had two sample prescription here, we have in the system. These were the prescription that was given. Panadol Advanced 500 milligram was prescribed for ABBA Praise, and that prescription came from Dr. Patience Okafo. Okay, so they can actually get back to the system to see the treatment. What was the complaint, for this prescription to be made? This is all captured in the record, in the appointment. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's open one, or maybe I can try to create one appointment. Okay, so when you create an appointment, this is what I want to show. So you come here, you see we have loaded list of disease in the system. You can say search more. You see a full list of disease. So these are a full list of disease. Over close to 1,000 diseases are loaded in the system. Okay. So when the doctor diagnoses you, you need to tell the system what disease is actually treating you of. because a lot of people are dying with wrong diagnosis and wrong treatment. Okay, so these are standard diseases that have been loaded in the system. There are things that are preloaded in this system, the system. So the doctor has to actually specify what is it really treating you of, and this also gives room for second opinion. Okay, so there are things that doctor would mandatorily have to come and choose from the standard practice. So he doesn't need to write that he's treating you of this or treating you of that. Okay, so when this appointment is made, a new appointment is made, he put the name of the patient here, and if it's a referral, he should make that. You say it's a consultation, you need to say okay, consultation services. Okay, and then chief complaint. So what complaint did the patient complain? You need to key in here what complaint the patient made. Okay, and then history of the patient illness. You should be able to write the history of the patient illness. Past history, you should be able to, if there is a past history to this, if there are general notes. So this is where the doctor that sees you on this appointment, he then had to do a lot of write-up here that will help in reviewing your case. When other doctors, or if your case require review, they want to see step by step, step by step treatment that you've taken, how you, the doctor that have been managing you has managing you over the period. Okay, so that's for appointment. So for every appointment you make, there is a ledger here to provide all the information. When we go to part two to talk about the laboratory services, we'll show you where you all the tests you do, you can go and you're on your own as a patient. You don't need to wait for the hospital. When you receive the the hospital can actually do medical lab for you, or you can go and do medical lab outside. You will have ability to come and upload that medical results into your profile. So all your medical, a lot of you, including me, a lot of our medical laboratory report is, in our file in our houses. You'll be able to upload that online. So if you're doing a blood test, a blood count test, you did it 2 months ago, you did it again, it will easy for a doctor to see in the last 2 months, what was it 2 months ago, what was it today, is there any differential, are there things to look at? Okay, so that's the beauty of this system, to allow a medical expert to have a complete opinion, of treatment, a complete opinion of the line of treatment that you should have based on the complaint and the history of how you've been treated before. Okay. Again, on medicine here, let's talk about medicine. Here, each hospital will be able to load the medicine that they have, all the medical drugs that they have, that they have in the system. Okay, let me quickly show you more other information that is contained in this system before I log off. Okay, this is what I talk about sometimes, slow network in Nigeria. So you just have to be a little bit patient. This is the network in our office. Now that a lot of people are doing online job in Nigeria, network is terribly so bad, extremely too bad. So no matter how we increase the server capacity, your access to the server is still within Nigeria here. This is the experience that we have. Very slow network. It hasn't been like this before, but with COVID-19 that more people move online, we have really experienced slow network on our systems. Okay. Okay. So this is let's then try and wrap up this session. Okay. So then who should buy this tool? Now, what we also would do for those who are not very satisfied with if you're not, what we can do is that if you request for access, we can give you access to go to those test data and actually have a feeling of how the system works. Okay. Go to odonigeria.com or go to my hospital ERP. You see our email address there or my phone number. Just send us an email that you want to look more into the system, you want to see the system. We'll create an account and send back to the email that you send me an email. Then that will give you access. You can then use this training module to go through the system. Okay. Now, who should buy this tool? Okay, so who should buy this tool? Patients and individual and family should subscribe and use this and use the apps online. Okay, this is very important that you begin to align and uh, have a way of creating one medical record. If you are in Port Harcourt and you come to Lagos to see a doctor, all that you need to do, encourage your doctor to register in the system. He will have access to all the information about you. If he doesn't want to do that, then you can give your access. Then he can then view your medical profile. So he knows how we treat you. Know how you were treated in the past, what were the complaints in the past, what are the medical history in the past, and he will know what complaints are you making now and what kind of treatment he should give to you. So we actually call on patients and individual and family to be able to subscribe to this system. Like I said before, if you're outside Nigeria, it is $10 per month, $120 a year. If you're in Nigeria, it's 5,000 naira you pay per month, and you pay 60,000 naira a year. And of course, the subscription is annual. Okay. We also invite organization and company. This will be good for most multinational that runs their private clinic. Okay, you want to be able to have a good medical history, especially when somebody died and doctors are being accused of incompetence. Then it would be nice for other doctors to have know what happened. And when you have a centralized medical record like this system, we're innovating in this system, it would then be easy not to even talk to doctor. You just go and see how the patient was managed from the beginning to when the person had died. Okay, so this will then provide a good information base to see how that patient was treated and before the person died. So sometimes doctors are being accused innocently. They did their best, but sometimes a number of people will take drugs. They will not tell they will not say what they've taken, and then by the time they administer a certain drug, he gets an overdose, or they may have taken a lot of drugs before then, and then in some situation, he gets your drug abuse that even the heart will shut down. So all this will be able. The system will provide a platform for a proper review. So if a doctor is being accused and they see that the treatment is appropriate, then they will be able to exonerate the doctor. And that's why I also call doctor to try and come online so that they can, administer their patients online. Doctors also, we call on doctors as well to use this system. It means when you register here, whether people in Abuja, India, whether they're in Calabar, they can book appointment and talk to you. It is only when you have to physically see them that you then can agree where and when you people will meet. Okay, and then again, this system we're installing for hospital, so we can take a module and install for hospital. That hospital will only be able to manage his own hospital. Okay, so you'll be defined on a server, you'll be able to have access to a server, and you then register your people, create invoices, manage your hospital on your own. Okay. Okay, so please subscribe to this YouTube channel. So when we come back to when we do part 2 and part 3, you'll be able to have an automatic notification that yes, we have shared the new video. Okay, please share this link with hospital. Share this link with patients. Okay, you may not be sick today, but when you're sick, you become a patient. So even if you are healthy today, please share this link with others. Let this information go that in Nigeria today we have an online hospital administration system where it allows individual to move around with their medical record. You don't have to go to 10 hospitals. In those 10 records, you have all your medical records, and none of the doctors could see what the other hospital treated you of. Okay, so the innovations we bring is that we want to bring an end to that. Okay, you need to move to a medical record online, 10% of service charge. So if you're using our system online, I'm not talking about the hospital now, that if a hospital buys our system, okay, they use our service, no problem. If you are a you are a specialist and you use our system, you use invoice, you use templates that we use, the system will actually attract you 10% service charge, okay, because you don't own a hospital, just using our system to take care of patients. So you will attract 10% charge. So whatever your charges are, the system will add 10% for us to use to maintain this system online. Okay, buy the license from us. If after 30 days you don't like the software, please, we can refund your money. If you need more information about application and software that we do, please go to odonigeria.com. As well, also visit myhospitalerp.com to get more information. Thank you so much for being with me today. It's always an exciting moment to talk to you about new application. This is what I do now. We develop application, like I said, and will always insist. I'd like to, at this point, thank all the companies in Nigeria, individual, that through this broadcast, we've been invited for so many of application. We've been invited to make demo, and a lot of people has actually buy application. I want to thank all those company individual that has actually buy and move on our platform, Smart Drive ERP. We've sold a number of copies now. As I speak, I'll be traveling tomorrow to one of the states in Nigeria, again, still on Smart Drive ERP. Okay. We've also had organization that we had to go on consultancy basis to see how we can help them manage their expenses. Okay. So we're involved in so many things. Just try, get my line, get me on Twitter, Ivan Suko, at Ivan Suko. That's my Twitter handle. We'll be able to talk. My phone number is always there. Call me. If my PA picks it, I would have a time to actually call you and talk to you. Thank you so much. Please, we're still asking you, buy application. This application is 100% developed in Nigeria. The Nigerians that are developing this application. We're creating more jobs for Nigerians, especially our children that are studying computer science and other engineering courses. We need to, begin now with COVID-19 to expand the spectrum of jobs in Nigeria so that as these people come, we'll be able to employ them. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next edition. Thank you and goodbye.